Hello, beautiful people. So, I'm going to tell you a story. Well, I am going to do my hair. So, I really like old Nintendo 64 games. And one of my old favorite Nintendo 64 game was Perfect Dark. And which is like a GoldenEye Rare made it and stuff. And I love VR and stuff too. So what I've been trying to do for the past while was trying to figure out how I could play Perfect Dark and VR. Oh my gosh, I just completely sucked out at that. Gee, that made a huge mess. Oh my god, most of it missed. Oh well. But I wanted to play Perfect Dark in VR. So, I was researching, trying to figure out how to actually play Perfect Dark in VR. So, my first theory was to use VorpX. And with VorpX, it was a VR launcher, so you can convert like flat games into VR. So I used the Nintendo 64 emulator, and I used the ROM, and I started playing Perfect Dark in VR that way. And I was like, this isn't that immersive, and 64 graphics is a little outdated, let's say. So I tried to figure out another method to play. So I remembered that I had Rare Replay on my Xbox One. So I hooked up my Xbox One to my capture card, which was hooked up to the computer, and then I loaded up VorpX, and then I did a launcher from my capture card capture, like full screen, to VorpX to convert into double screen so it would work in VR. And that was really cool. The graphics are really nice because it had really nice updated graphics and stuff, and the control was done up good, but the latency was horrible. Oh my goodness, I was streaming from the Xbox to the computer, then streaming that through VorpX, and oh my goodness, that was a lot. And so I started playing like that. I made a little ways in the game, and then a little while later, I started getting into one of my favorite games on VR is the Pavlov game, and I played that for the longest time, and then I figured out that it had a modding community. Then once I figured out that it had a modding community, I started loading up some mods, and I saw some peculiar mods that popped up. And I saw that it had like GoldenEye. I was like, GoldenEye? There's some of these GoldenEye levels? This is really cool. So I played like the facility, and I played some of the classic GoldenEye levels. And then I dug deeper, and you could like play McDonald's, and you could play on all kinds of cool places. But there was this one person who was doing Perfect Dark through the Pavlov game. And as soon as I saw that, my jaw dropped. And I downloaded it, and it was like 3 gigabytes. And that took forever to download. Oh my goodness. And I was downloading it through the Quest, so I had to like put it down and let it load up and everything. And then once I started playing it, I started reading through. Once it loaded up, it like loaded up into all like the ship, going into like the first level, and tons of other bots spawned in at the same time and started blowing up and killing me. I was like, oh, what's going on here? So I had to figure out that you had to load it without bots, which was pretty neat. And once you actually load it in, it had like the whole gameplay and everything, which was really cool. Yeah, you could load through the levels, and you could play like the actual levels, and the bad guys were in the right places, and some of the missions were done up, and I thought that was really cool. So I started playing that a bunch. And I played a bunch of the levels. I think it had like 3 levels, which just wasn't too bad. And I played those, and I think there was like a couple issues with the levels, but that's okay. Then I found out, I was doing some digging, and I found out like another website that had a couple more of the levels. And I kept on doing some more digging, and I found out this person had like a Discord server. And in this Discord server, he actually took like the Pavlov levels and loaded into like an actual loading game that you can load up on your computer and play in VR, which I thought was really cool. So I got that, and it has like the whole beginning area, and you can choose your missions, and I thought that was really neat. And when I started playing it, I got stuck on a couple of the missions. I'm not gonna lie, but because it was on, I think it's on Perfect Agent, where it has, oh my eyes, the most amount of difficulty and the most amount of like objectives and I thought that was really cool. So I got that, and I played it, and I only played the first couple of levels, and oh my goodness, it is so cool. Like, you guys should play it. I'll see what I could do to actually get the file up somewhere, or link his Discord server. And also, when I downloaded it, I noticed there was like an APK file. So I downloaded the APK file. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. And then once I figured out that you can get side quest on my quest, and then you can load up that APK file, and now I can play Perfect Dark natively on my Quest 2, which is the coolest thing ever. Oh my goodness, that's like a dream come true. But I need to keep an eye on his Discord server and see if he actually updates it. I should rate him and say, like, hey, the game's really awesome and all, and I really, really love it and such, but you need to add a paintball mode. That's like the go-to thing. As soon as anybody loads up Perfect Dark or GoldenEye, they turn on paintball mode and then play through the game. It's like, you need to play paintball mode. And you need to be able to like select your difficulties. So you need to choose like Agent, Secret Agent, Special Agent, and Perfect Agent, and set up the missions like that. Because I always played on Perfect Agent. No, not Perfect Agent. Just regular Agent. Because I wasn't that good at it. I'm not good at first-person shooters and such. But so you need to be able to choose that, because Perfect Agent's really hard. Oh my goodness, it took me like 10 tries or more just to get through the first level, and I had to look up a tutorial on how to do certain things in the level, because I don't know how to do things. So hopefully this will dye my hair. But I'm going to show you and see if I can show you guys all the different ways I loaded up, but I'm going to show you at least this new Perfect Dark game. This is cool shit, man. You guys gotta play it. So I do want to thank you for listening to my story. Maybe I can put some video clips and stuff with this. And I do want to wish you all a wonderful night. Take care. I love you all. Mwah. You're all the best. Peace out and have fun with life. Yeah, just have fun with life. Bye-bye.